A man and his daughter are selling oranges when a young man arrives and asks for some. The man soon begins to take the oranges and how to talk about how good they are and gives them to the boy. The boy then pays the girl. Suspiciously, she tells the boy that the bill was fake. The boy then says that it was not possible for that note to be fake, she had just won it after a long day at work. The man takes a closer look at the note and says that everything was fine and thanks the boy. His daughter says that note was fake and asks how they would buy the medicine her mother needed. The man says that everything is fine and that they would sort it out and asks her to help him sort the goods. Shortly after, a man in a suit arrives. He claims to have seen what had happened to them and congratulates them. The man thanks you for the compliment and asks if you would like to buy some oranges. The gentleman says he wants to make a proposal for them and asks what they would do if he gave them money. The girl says that she would buy medicine for her mother as she was very sick. Hearing this, the Lord told them to pack everything they had to sell, for he would buy everything. Very happy with what just happened, the man thanks the gentleman for his help and says that it would help them a lot, as he needed the money. You say you are happy to be able to help them. So the two of them arrange everything so that you can take the goods. When they finish packing up, and the old man tells them to put the goods in his car and that he will pay them when he does. Later, the two, already with the money, manage to buy the medicine they needed and go home. Arriving home, the girl gives the good news to her mother. They had managed to buy her medicine. Very happy, she thanks them both. The man comes close to her and kisses her and asks if she was feeling better. She says she is better and asks what had happened. The man says they were selling their wares when a good Lord came and bought everything they had to sell. The woman says she is upset that she can't help them more, but that things would get better soon and that she would get better soon. The man says he believes in her recovery and that he hopes every day for it. He tells her that she doesn't have to worry about anything as he would take care of everything and that she loves her very much. Meanwhile, the gentleman is calling someone and says that he wanted the person to take one of the fruits he bought earlier, a watermelon, take out all the inside of it and leave only the skin. A while later, someone knocks on the man's door. When he goes to see who it was, he sees the gentleman who had helped him before. He says it's a pleasure to see you again. You say you were curious about the man and that's why you had come to visit him to get to know him and his family better. The man invites him in and introduces him to his wife. The woman thanks you for the help you gave her family and says it was great to have you in her home. You talk about how much you think the man is a good person. So the man asks his daughter to fetch some water for them. The man says he doesn't need it, but the man insists. The man then thanks again for the help that the gentleman had given his family. He says that his wife was very sick and he did not have the money to pay for her medicines. He even went through the situation of receiving fake money, but with the help with Sir, he can buy the medicine. The gentleman then says that the reason for his visit was to say that something good would happen in their lives, that because the man is an excellent person, good things would start happening to them and that would change their lives. The gentleman says he can't stay longer, thanks him for the hospitality, and says that it was for them to listen well to what he had said, because their lives would soon change. Later, the Lord appears at the man's door with a watermelon. He leaves it at his door, rings the bell and leaves. The man hears and goes to see who was at the door. Arriving there, he sees the watermelon and takes it inside. He says it's a bad joke on them, but when he opens the watermelon, he sees a note and a bag of money. He then sits next to his wife and starts reading the note. The note said, "Mrs. Jose, I am sending you this watermelon because I have been observing it for a long time. You did a good deed today. You received a fake bill and did not fail to deliver the goods to the customer, and with that I bought all your fruit, and as you left the pharmacy, I noticed that someone dropped your wallet and you gave it back to him." With that, I'm sending you some stuff, a good amount of money for you to help families, and starting next week, you're hired to be able to work in one of my stores. Very happy with what was written on the note, they hug and celebrate. The man says he is very happy and takes the money left and starts counting. The girl tells her mother that now that they got this money, they would be able to buy the medicine for her mother whenever they needed it, and the woman says that now she will be able to get better from her illness.